Welcome back. Teamwork, talent, and determination. That's part of what it takes to be an MLE champion. We're looking at the playoffs in Premier League. All of these teams want to go on, but only one of them, between the Wolves and the Hawks, will advance. Uh, MLE is brought to you by Humble Bundle, actually where I bought Rocket League a few years ago when it was on the Humble monthly sale. With me is Gigabyte, and we'll be happy to call the game for you.
Absolutely. Like we said, folks, tonight is a Premier League matchup between the Wolves and the Hawks. Now, the Hawks come into this with a 36-14 record. The Wolves only one game behind them with a 35-15 record. So very, very even for both teams. The Wolves will be playing Zach and Matt Roche tonight. The Hawks will be on Test Gravity and Zio. So what do you have for predictions on this one, Jordak?
Test Gravity is definitely a big name in the MLE. But I actually had the privilege to play with Matt Roche in a recent mixer. We ended up taking the win on that one. So I wouldn't call it a bias, but kind of want to see your friend succeed, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But should be a heck of a matchup, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it absolutely will. If I had to guess a winner, which I'm not sure I really want to, but if I had to just take a random stab, I'd say it would be the Hawks. But very, very, very close. But we're going to find out here in 5 or less games. We're having our teams join up now. Kickoff will be on the way, and we are ready to go.
And the kickoff is underway. Here come the Hawks and the Wolves. Two 50-50s right in the beginning. Both teams cheating up. There's a demo coming out from Zach. Matt Roche's making the save right here. And Zach gets the clear away. Matt looking to keep pressure up on the offensive. Now it's into the Hawks territory. This one's bouncing into the middle for Zach. Zach trying to get another touch up for Matt. But it doesn't quite. Oh, here comes a shot on net. But Test Gravity's able to clear it away.
The double commits by the Hawks, if they don't keep that under control, it will cost them. But so far, it looks like they're getting away with it. But the Wolves really could push this harder.
Wolves certainly keeping control on the possession. That's going to buy a little time for the Hawks on that demo, but Zach is still able to keep the shot clear. And here comes Zach on the offensive. Gets a low 50. This one's coming out to Matt Roche. No, Zach is going back up for it off the wall. Pass. Bounces into the corner, and the Wolves not able to get a shot on out of it. Here come the Hawks turning it around. The transition goal looks imminent. Test Gravity puts it away.
Yeah, so the Hawks overcoming those early double commits. Test Gravity juking out one, making sure that Matt cannot catch up to that one. Zach is not in there in time either, so the Hawks are going to take a 1-goal lead just over a minute in.
Matt Roche gets the kickoff up into the middle, and Test Gravity's there to make a contest on it, but it's bouncing dangerously close to the Hawks net. Zayo's able to make it clear. Zayo now playing the ball out of his corner. He's got time. He's got moves. Gets a touch off the wall, and this one's bouncing out into the middle for Test Gravity. Off the backboard, but the Wolves are there to clear it. And now it's Test Gravity pushing it right back, going for the doozy dish.
Close.
Nearly had it, too. Matt Roche dribbling back, and a 50-50 looks dangerous for the Hawks, but Zayo is there.
The Wolves being a little bit conservative on this push. I think they could push this harder. I said that last time. Now they can't both push it at the same time, but I think they could probably go to push this a little bit harder. Otherwise, you're going to get turned around on like that. Zayo almost dropping one into the back of the net. Zach can go for the flip reset. He gets it, and that's going to be no! Saved by Zayo.
Zayo doesn't let the crossbar discourage him. He gets back in time for that save. But Matt Roche looking to get the flick on the Hawks. He gets the ball up in an awkward position for them, and Zach is able to push it back. Wolves nearly getting their first goal on the board. Test Gravity's putting that one in, though, and it's 2-0.
Zayo boxing out Zach as he tries to come back and make this save. Absolutely critical box out, too, as Test Gravity's just going to drive this one in. Easy shot for him. And the Hawks go up 2-0.
The physical plays can win points, as the Hawks demonstrate right there.
Oh, that's an unfortunate miss on the wall. The Wolves might be kind of falling back a little bit as Zayo on the wall. Matt Roche is not anywhere near that one. He just kind of goes right underneath it. Zayo drives one in. The Hawks, well on their way to taking game one. There's still plenty of time, but it's not looking great for the Wolves.
And Zach now pushing it far into the corner. And this one's right under the Hawks' control until Matt Roshi comes there out of nowhere. This one's a little off target, and Zach's able to take it back. Zach goes for the high flick. He's got space. He's taking another touch off the crossbar, and here comes Matt Roshi, another one off the crossbar.
Crossbar is the MVP for the Hawks right now, and Test Gravity is going to be able to put that win in uncontested. The Hawks jumping out to a 4-0 lead in game one, and it looks like they're probably going to take this one if the Wolves can't recover from this. And the Wolves, they need to start applying pressure without letting it falter back onto their side. Their rotations are just not solid. They're playing way too laterally and not enough vertically for twos, so they kind of need to adjust to that a little bit better.
Nearly another goal from the Hawks from Zayo. Could you remind me, Kika, who did you call to win again? Because I've completely forgotten.
I call the Hawks.
Looks pretty safe so far. This one,
for now.
Rolls in front of the net, but nobody's there to put it away. Zayo is able to get back to it, going for the ceiling shot, but Zach is there to push it away. Now Test Gravity going for a touch. The Wolves may have an opportunity here for their first goal. Finally, no. The pinch save to keep it out from the Hawks. Test Gravity's up for this one. He gets bumped out of the way, and Zach is able to make the save.
The Hawks now just going for those plays that are going to demoralize the Wolves going into game number two, because they know that, you know, the faster you can get these guys on the back foot, the better off you're going to be. Test Gravity with a nice carry there. Zach does manage to get it away, but they know that if they can demoralize the Wolves, they're going to be in a really great position to win game two as well.
I'll have to agree with you there, Kika. Rocket League is all about the mind games. Here come the Wolves, though. Oh, no, the post denies it. Great save coming out from the Hawks to put the first shot off.
The mind games are already real as the Wolves making a whole bunch of unforced errors, and potentially due to pressure, but also potentially due to just the sheer dominance of the Hawks over them this game. The Wolves, they've had a bunch of opportunities to score goals, but it's always been crossbar, crossbar, crossbar. So they're going to have to recover from that and kind of refocus going into game two if they want to have a chance to win it.
The Hawks really asserting their dominance here with a 5-0 lead, not letting off. We've still got 45 seconds left for the Wolves to try to make a counterattack. And here comes Zach. Oh, he manages to get up to there, but Zayo is right back down. This one's coming off the backboard. Test Gravity puts it in.
Ooh, that's just ugly, honestly. Zach loses control of it in the air. Matt can't get a hold of this one. He needed to get that touch. Test Gravity just waiting there in case Matt missed it. So, yeah, the Wolves, another unforced error, costs them a goal again.
Well, you know, even with the 6-0 lead, that only counts as one game if the Hawks win it. So the Wolves not out of this yet. It's a best of 5. Win or go home. Great save coming out from Zach. Keep the spirit of the Wolves alive. And now Test Gravity pushing it into the corner, into the middle. Zayo's probably gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
Spirit of the Wolves sounds like a really bad 80s nature documentary.
Sure it does.
Sorry, that was literally the first thing that came to mind when you said Spirit of the Wolves. I'm like, sounds like you're talking about either a really bad 80s documentary or a Native American film.
Well, have you seen Dances with Wolves? Speaking of
Yeah.
Native Americans, yeah.
Yep.
Well, going into game 2, the Wolves certainly are hoping to show a little better than that. They had some dangerous shots on the net, but unfortunately nothing to show for it.
Yeah, so it's unforced errors, like I said, from the Wolves. It was just crossbar, 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 and they were missing touches that they absolutely needed to get. They were getting boxed out. They were falling prey to that physical play that we saw from the Hawks earlier in that game, too. So they need to come back from that. They need to stop with those unforced errors, kind of take a breath, take a deep breath, recenter yourself, refocus, and get back into the headspace that you need to win these games. Because as it stands right now, you are not there.
All right, and let's get into game 2. I don't know, I've kind of got a thing for underdogs. I'm looking to see the Wolves mount a comeback here.
You mean
And the
Underwolves?
scoreboard's back to 0-0.
Anyway, Test Gravity gonna try and bomb this one out. Looking for Zayo, but he's gonna miss it. Zayo's too far up already, but he's gonna get blocked out by Matt, who bombs it in off of the unforced error from the Hawks this time.
And great job of sensing that opportunity for Matt. And there we go. The Wolves get their first point on the board for the series. Let's go.
Yeah, in game 2, that's never a good
game
sign.
Game 2, it's unfortunate, but you know, you definitely want to get on the board at some point. Better late than never. Here comes Zach, going for a second touch, and Zayo's there to clear it out. Matt Roshi waiting back, pushes it up over Test Gravity. No, Test Gravity's able to fall back and make a safe touch. A lot of ping pong going back and forth. Neither team really putting shots on the net, but the possession sure is changing a lot.
Zayo gonna try and shift it to center, trying to get it out, but the pinch goes the wrong way, and Zach's gonna have an open shot as well. Now the unforced errors on the plate of the Hawks. Zayo, this is just an unfortunate touch for him. Zach was ready for it all the way, and he drills it in. Not looking good for the Hawks in this game too so far.
Well, it looks like the Wolves just kind of waiting for the opportunities to come out, and they're able to get them. Oh, this one, Test Gravity gets it right over the defender, puts it away.
Flip back over Zach. Oh, there goes Gravity. Test Gravity with a beautiful little flick there. That was a nice shot. So now the Hawks kind of looking to center themselves again, looking to stop the unforced errors. And we're only a minute into this game, and we already have a 2-1 scoreline. So potentially another high-scoring game for one or both of these teams.
Zayo gets the flip reset, but no shot comes out of it. There comes Zach, puts it away right over Zayo. So close, Zayo. But that's 3-1 for the Wolves.
Oh, unfortunate ghost touch there by Gravity. He could have had that one out, but unfortunately the ghost touch means it's going to go right back in. Zayo was not there for it, so the Wolves go up by 2 again.
Zach wins the 50 in a big way. Here comes the shot.
Oh, that was dirty. Zach just absolutely dunks Zayo here. Zayo comes in to get it. Zach holds back, waits for it, makes sure he's going to hit that ball second, and just dunks it in over Zayo. That is a dirty play, and the Wolves are going to go up by 3 now. There's still plenty of time for the Hawks to come back, but they've got to start making moves soon.
Both Wolves players abandoning the ball there, maybe a little miscommunication. Here comes Zayo, pushes it up, and Matt Roshi's able to take it back away. No, it goes back to Zach. No, Test Gravity's there to contest it. Can the Hawks turn this into another shot? No, it's back to Matt Roshi. He's dribbling along the wall, down on the floor, gets it out past the defender. And there we go.
I wonder what happened.
Turnaround from game 1.
I wonder what happened there. Test Gravity just stopped boosting there. I'm not sure what he was thinking Matt was going to do. His sign was pretty much, you know, opposite post the entire way. I mean, it's never a good thing when you're shadowing from the outside. You always want to shadow from the inside, but even still, there are things you can do from the outside that are, you know, a little bit better than that. Because 99.99% of the time, they're going to go to the outside post.
Matt is able to... Oh, this one's dangerous for the Wolves, but they're able to stay on the ball and maintain possession.
Nice bump there from Zayo. Physical plays coming out from the Hawks again.
Zach puts it up high off the backboard. Zayo's there to take it away. Zayo getting a touch. He wants to make it 5-2 while there's still time for a comeback. Test Gravity nails it from the midfield. And it's looking like a contest again.
Yeah, this was actually a really nice touch from Zayo. Made sure he got the 50-50 in his favor. Right out to center from Test Gravity. And Test Gravity just puts a bullet over the head of the Wolves defender. So great team play there from the Hawks. Like, knowing where that's going to go and the reading of the ball was fantastic. Now Test Gravity has another opportunity to get things done. Zayo with the bumps. And that's going to be a shot from Test Gravity. Zayo with the physical play.
Like you said, Zayo completely taking Matt out of the play. And that's a 2-point lead only for the Wolves. The Hawks are closing back in.
They are indeed. 2.5 minutes left and only 2 down. There's plenty of time for them to get stuff done. But they do still need to push a little bit hard as we're starting to see them, you know, alleviate the unforced errors. That might be another one.
Oh.
Test gravity. That was a nice shot.
Nearly gets another one on point. Test gravity not done yet. He's bringing it back in, but Zach's there to stop it. Zach taking it back out of the corner into Zayo. Zayo puts a shot on target. 5-4. The Hawks. Was that 4 unanswered? No, 3 unanswered goals, I believe.
Yeah, that was 3 unanswered so far.
Yeah, really answering back quickly from the Wolves' earlier lead.
The Wolves, they're going to try and push again here. Zach going to go over, going to look for the double touch. Doesn't have the boost to get there. Zayo's going to be able to clear it out of center, and it's out of danger for now for the Hawks, but right back into the side of the Wolves.
Ooh, nearly another goal for the Hawks as Zayo just off the post, but here comes Zach getting a pass out to Matt, and it doesn't quite go in their favor. Here comes Test Gravity. He's going to put that one right in.
We are all tied up. The Hawks on another transition. That was a nice touch by Test Gravity, too, to get it over the Wolves defender and then just carries it all the way through. No chance for the other Wolves defender to get back either. Matt was way out of that one. So the Hawks score 4 unanswered to bring it back to an even game.
The Wolves. Oh, no.
Oh, might be 5 unanswered. No, not quite. Ooh,
Matt able to keep that one safe, but they're not out of the frying pan yet. This is 5-5. There's a minute and a half left. On this kind of streak, the Hawks are so deadly.
What a shot!
Where did Test Gravity come from to touch that one?
I don't know. Hashtag POTW nomination here. Great pass by Zayo and great just team cohesion by Test Gravity. You know exactly where he was going to send that one, and just fast on his part too to get up over both Wolves defenders. The Hawks score 5 unanswered. Now we have a Hawks lead again, but that's going to be a return by the Wolves, and we're all tied up.
Great patience there coming out from Matt as he waits for the bounce. He watches where the defender is and gets it right over him. And we're back to 6-6.
Yeah, sometimes getting those delayed shots can really throw off the timing of those defenders and kind of leave the net open for you if you play it right.
You know, I think that that Rocket League has a lot in common with fighting games. So much comes down to spacing and timing. Test Gravity demonstrating that for us as he reads both defenders.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It does have a lot in common with fighting games in terms of timing, and honestly in terms of how fast you have to move your hands and in what ways. Really, if you play a lot of fighting games, you're probably going to be good at Rocket League, and it's probably one of the only games that actually has transferable skills, because it's not like you can say, oh, I've played first-person shooters, so I'm going to be good at Rocket League. There's not really any game like this game. So with those timings like that, if you can play something that's ooh, nice shot by Zayo. If you can play something that's comparable on those timings, like fighting games, you'll be in a good position for Rocket League.
Yeah, a lot of mind games, a lot of patience. The Hawks pushing it back up to a 2-goal lead. The Wolves, they've got to claw their way back. It's going to be a tough fight the way that the Hawks have been playing.
Hey,
they seem...
I just want everyone in the audience to know and remember that 2 minutes ago, the Hawks were down by 4.
Absolutely. That's where I'm trying to... Oh, wow. Demos coming out from both teams. But the Hawks have certainly straightened out any mistakes they were making earlier and have dominated in the past couple minutes. Test Gravity gets the high flick. It's up at the backboard, but Zach's clearing it away to the corner. Zayo trying to push back into the middle. And now it's up for Test Gravity to clear off his backboard. Test Gravity scores these as we've seen before. He doesn't have to, though. They've got the lead, and time is running out. The Hawks just keeping control of the ball. This is all but over. And the ball is down. The Hawks take game 2, 2-0 in the series.
What a comeback, too. Like I said, they were down by 4 at one point. They came back to win 8-6. So another high-scoring game for the Hawks. The Wolves finally getting points on the board, but still, even with 6 goals, getting beaten out by the Hawks. That's got to be depressing. But even still, you gotta recenter. You gotta go into this last game. They're gonna have to pull off the reverse sweep. So this is a lot of pressure for the Wolves, and if they can handle it, they might be in a good position. But i- if not, they're just going to completely fall apart in this last game. And I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere towards the latter end of that spectrum.
Well, folks, like Kikabite said, we might have a shorter series for you this time around, but anything could happen. Winning 3 games in a row, hey, I've seen crazier things. This is MLE. We've got the Premier League. Everybody wants to show what they're made out of. And the Hawks and the Wolves are facing off in Game 3 of the series.
Yes, they are. Matt putting this on the wall. We saw the Wolves jump out to an early lead with one of those shots similar to that. But not going to happen this time as the Hawks better on defense. But this is going to cross in front, but no one from the Wolves there to come up and make a play on it.
The Wolves getting the ball back to the center once again. Zayo, incredible control and the flip reset just to clear the ball.
Oh, what a touch from Test Gravity. Is that going to go in? Oh my God, so close. Zach just barely able to make that touch and get it out of there. That was a nice shot from Test Gravity.
The score is 0-0, but what I'm seeing from the Hawks is already just amazing. So many careful touches and moves. That push right there, another example. Test Gravity doing a great job. Here comes Zayo, waiting, gets the one fake, almost beats out the second defender. Here comes Test
like,
Gravity with an open net.
I was gonna be like, that's hashtag POTW right there if he makes that dribble. Ooh, Test Gravity though, that is definitely not hashtag POTWs. He missed a really nice, not necessarily easy shot, but definitely makeable. And that is going to be made by Test Gravity, though. Going to go behind the Wolves defender, and the Hawks have the early lead.
The Hawks with the early lead, also showing 3 shots that the Wolves are scrambling to save. They saved 2 of them, but the Wolves haven't made any shots of their own yet in over a minute of play.
Yeah, Wolves kind of need to bring up the offense a little bit. They're playing way too defensively. Zayo going to put this off the back for the Wolves. Zach not able to get that one out. Test Gravity might turn on this. He does, but that's going to go wide, and that's a missed opportunity for the Hawks.
Now Zayo looking to take it back from Matt Roshi. He gets the pinch. This one's going to bounce into the middle off the corner. Zach waiting patiently for the clear. He does it safely, and now Zayo's able to counterattack. Zayo jumping up for a second touch to keep it out. And now the ball's gonna...
That was some really nice work by Zach, though, on absolutely no boost. Now, Test Gravity gonna do an air dribble, and that's gonna go in. He just forces that one through.
Test Gravity, what a display of control as he pops the ball up and brings it in off the crossbar and through the defender.
Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag POTW in the chat, clip it, send it in. We are still doing plays of the week during playoffs, and that's definitely a nominee right there. Now the Wolves are going to have to come back.
The Hawks first to make their first big save. They do it with confidence. Test Gravity jumping up over the crossbar at the goal line. And this 50-50 is up high, but doesn't really go in anyone's favor in particular. Here comes Test Gravity, looking to make a bump maybe? No. He gets the pass through. It's going to roll right in.
The camera at the time was too far away to see what happened here, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. Zach kind of tips us up in the air. Test Gravity is responsive enough to come back and just get the quick touch before Zach can do anything else about it, so that's going to go in. And with just about half the game elapsed and down by 3, the Wolves not looking so good. When they go down, they have a tendency to not come back.
Test Gravity has been an absolute nuisance to the Wolves, putting on 3 goals on his 5 shots. Such a dangerous offensive presence. And here he comes off the wall, looking to do it over 2 defenders, but they're able to make the clear. Here comes Zayo pushing that on. It's on target, but Matt's able to keep it out. Gravity gets the 50. Gravity pushing it back out to Zayo. Zach trying to keep control of the ball, but the Hawks are just so deadly on holding the possession. And
that was
here
a double
comes Gravity
commit.
again.
Yeah, that was a double commit by the Wolves, and that could have costed them if the Hawks had been just a little bit quicker on it. But that's a nice shot, but it is going to go wide, and again, another unforced error from the Wolves.
That one just narrowly bouncing out of the goal, but the score line remains 3-0.
Oh, that's an open net opportunity for Zayo here. He's going to try and push it off the backboard. Test Gravity almost got the angle. That would have been amazing to see, to be honest.
The pass to the teammate on the backboard in the corner. Both of them so close up. That's dangerous for me. At the level I play at, if you go for something like that, that's just giving the other team a goal. But
yeah.
Test Gravity able to get... Oh, yeah. If both of us are up there, it's just going to roll to the other team. But Test Gravity able to make a touch on it, get it off the crossbar, and eventually they do get the goal back.
Some banter in the chat there. Less than a minute left now. The Hawks up by 4, and this one is slipping away from the Wolves pretty rapidly here. As that's another save coming out from Test Gravity. The Hawks stifling defense, and the Wolves faltering on offense and defense as well, to be honest. The Wolves just getting outplayed on all fronts here. 40 seconds remaining. 10 seconds per goal. Yeah, this is
Test
probably
Gravity.
not happening. Make that 5. This is going to go to the Hawks, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I thought Test Gravity was going to go for the air dribble here, as we'd seen him do before. No, he fakes it, waits for the second bounce, and just pops it right up.
Zayo with some more banter back. That is... woof. Anyway. The Hawks are going to take this one in 3, ladies and gentlemen. Test Gravity now just kind of trying to get one for the road, trying to put his own mark on the plays of the week board. Zayo going to put this one in, but Zach going to send it right back out. Matt trying to get one for the road as well, at least end their season on a good note. That's not going to happen. It's going to get cleared right back away. Zach trying to clear this out again. No one's going to get that. Zayo going to get it off the wall. Not going to happen. And it's going to get cleared by Matt. But the ball will end up dropping here at some point, and the Hawks are going to take it in 3.
Zayo making another save just for the shutout, and the Hawks confidently take Game 3 of the series. Oh
yeah.
Man. How do you think that feels for the Wolves? I mean, Test Gravity, such an intimidating presence on the field. To go up against that, it's got to be crushing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's got to be crushing for the Wolves, especially because you scored 6 in Game 2, and that wasn't enough to get the win. The Hawks just came back with 5 unanswered and just managed to bring it back to an 8-6 total game. Crushing for the Wolves, but they had a great season, and I'm sure we'll see both Zach and Matt Roshi and all of the Wolves back next season as well.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead.
So, I was just going to say, I'm looking forward to seeing Test Gravity and Zayo throughout the rest of the playoffs. They're going to be advancing. Unfortunately, like you said, the Wolves ending off a great season. Unfortunately, this is their final game.
Yes, it is. We'll see them back next season, and we'll see the Hawks next week in the playoffs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We'll be right back with another match coming up here in just a few minutes. Stick around.